The first sign that something was wrong came at 2:17 a.m. The room was dark, but Leo's mind was wide awake. His chest felt tight, as though an invisible hand was pressing down on it. His phone lay beside him, face down, silent, yet his thoughts were louder than any ringing sound. What if tomorrow goes wrong? What if I fail again? What if I never become who I hope to be? These thoughts had become his nightly companions. By day, Leo looked fine. He smiled at people, he showed up, he did what was expected. But inside, his mind was a restless sea. Every mistake replayed like a broken record. Every future step felt like a cliff edge. There is a saying, you suffer more in imagination than in reality. Leo was living proof.
This is Beyond Stories, where every story carries a lesson, and every lesson touches the heart. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story that could inspire your next step. Now, let's go deeper into the story.
He worried about things that hadn't happened. He feared conversations that never came. He rehearsed disasters that only existed in his head. His mind had become a battlefield, and he was fighting ghosts. One afternoon, while waiting for a bus, he noticed an old man sitting calmly beside him. The city was loud, chaotic, impatient, but the man looked untouched by it all. He fed birds crumbs from a small paper bag, smiling as they fluttered around him. Leo watched, curious. "How do you stay so calm?" he asked suddenly. The man looked up, surprised, then chuckled softly. "I learned something late in life," he said. "Most storms are not outside us. They are inside our heads." Leo frowned. The man continued, "When you can't control the wind, you adjust your sails." That sentence stayed with Leo. That night, when the familiar worries returned, he tried something different. Instead of fighting his thoughts, he observed them like clouds passing through the sky. He reminded himself that thoughts are visitors, not masters. Slowly, he began to practice control. When his mind rushed into the future, he brought it back to the present. When fear whispered lies, he answered with facts. When anxiety knocked, he did not invite it to stay. It wasn't easy. Some nights were still heavy, some days were still loud, but something changed. He stopped letting his mind run wild without supervision. He learned that peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of control. Weeks later, Leo noticed something unexpected. His sleep improved, his decisions became clearer, his confidence returned, not because life became easier, but because his mind became quieter. He finally understood a powerful truth philosophers have shared for centuries. You cannot control every event, but you can control the way you respond. The mind is like a garden. If you don't choose what grows there, weeds will take over. Leo chose differently, and that choice changed everything. If this story spoke to you, remember, you don't need to control the world. You only need to master your mind. Because as long as you are still breathing, your story is not over yet. This is Beyond Stories, where every story reminds us that peace begins within.